Welcome to GST Solution. My name is Rushik Desai. Friends, in our today's video, we are going to discuss about the accounts and records to be maintained under Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. Friends, in today's modern era, the assessment is totally based on the self-assessment system, and therefore every assessees are liable to self-assess his own tax and then pay to the government as may be prescribed under the rules. The compliance under GST is tested by the GST department via way of test checking of the documents, by the way of audit, by the way of investigations, by the way of search, by the way of raids, and etc. And hence these mandates that for the purpose of doing the inquiries, investigation, audit, these government people will come to your factories and they ask for various records such as your purchase register, sales register, your invoice copies, and etc. And these mandates that each and every registered taxpayer needs to maintain the documents for the purpose of verifications in the audit and to be provided to the officers as and when required. So section 35 mandates the requirements of accounts and other records which needs to be maintained by the registered person. Now friends, what are the types of documents which needs to be maintained as per section 35? So section 35 subsection 1 says that every registered taxpayer should maintain each and every details as may be prescribed in the rules. The details which is being asked to be maintained under section 35 subsection 1 is the details of productions of goods, details of your inward or outward register, details of the input tax claim, details of output tax liability which needs to be paid, details of stock register, that is the inventory register in terms of opening balance, the goods received during the year, the goods sold during the year, as well as the closing balances and all other details as may be prescribed under the GST law. Now friends, section 35 subsection 1 also says that in which form these documents and records which needs to be maintained. So it has been very specifically prescribed that all the records from the perspective of audit, that is purchase register, sales register and everything, all registered taxpayers need to maintain it in an electronic form. And as and when required by the audit people, they need to submit the details by digitally signing it to the concerned officers. Now, for which places these documents needs to be maintained? So friends, section 35 subsection 1 also mandates that the place of business which is registered as in your registered place of business in the GST registration certificate, you need to maintain all this data at that particular place. If at all there is an additional place of business also which is declared in the GST registration certificate, then for each separate registered place of business, these all documents are required to be maintained in an electronic form. Section 35 subsection 2 says that every operator of the warehouse or every owner of the warehouse or maybe every transporter, either he may be a registered or he may not be registered under GST, but he should also maintain a stock of all the goods which he used to store in his godown, or maybe in case of transporter, he should maintain a details of a consignor, consignee, goods in transit, and each and every movement of the goods in the prescribed manner. That is, he must have the lorry receipts, he must have the e-way bill, he must have the invoice copy, he must have the name of consignor on behalf of whom he is storing the goods in his warehouse and who is clearing the goods from his warehouse. So section 35(2) mandates about the requirements which needs to be maintained by the operator of the warehouse or the owner of the warehouse or the transporter as the case may be. Now friend, section 35 subsection 3 also states that the commissioner has the power to specify such persons to maintain such additional documents as may be prescribed under the law. Per se, if you are a registered person, you need to maintain all the records as mandated in section 35 subsection and 1. However, commissioner, if he thinks fit, then he may specify certain class of person that apart from the documents which need to be maintained as per section 35 subsection 1, you are also required to prepare such additional document as may be prescribed by the commissioner. Section 35 subsection 4 says that where the registered person is not able to maintain the records and documents as may be specified by the commissioner in subsection 3 of section 35, then he may intimate the same to the commissioner, and commissioner may, upon giving an opportunity of being heard or maybe a order in writing, specify some other manner in which these all documents are need to be maintained by such person. It means, friends, there is no option rather than to keep all the records and the documents into hand by any person who is registered under the GST, or maybe any person who is not under the GST. Section 35 subsection 5 says that every registered person should also keep his books of accounts ready and get it audited by the chartered accountant and file his annual return in GST Form 9 and Form 9C. By the end of next financial year, you need to file your annual return, or if maybe it is extended by the notification, then that deadline needs to be ensured. Now friends, section 35 subsection 6, it says that where any registered person is not able to maintain any details of stock or any details of his records of his accounts, then in such a cases, commissioner may, if he thinks fit, appoints proper officer, and the proper officer may determine the tax liability which may arise upon sale of that particular goods or services by a registered person who failed to maintain the accounts as per section 35 subsection and 1. This is about section 35, friends. Now section 36 says about till how much time these records are need to be maintained. So friend, it has been said that any registered person may maintain his books of account, that is all the documents pertaining to books of accounts, till 72 months from the date of filing of annual return, that is 6 years from the date of filing of annual return for that particular year. 6 साल के लिए सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स को आपको बकायदा अपने बुक फैक्ट्री प्रीमाइसिस में या तो रजिस्टर्ड प्लेस पे पूरी तरह से संभाल कर रखना है. नाउ फ्रेंड्स, फर्दर इट मे आल्सो बी स्टेट दैट वेयर एनी पार्टी इज इन अपील or where any party is into revision, then such party should maintain the details of such cases till the expiry of 1 year from the date of final disposal of such matter, or the 72 months, whichever is later. That means, friends, in case of any appeal or in case of any revisions to the appellate authority or the revisionary appellate authority, then such document should be maintained till the expiry of 1 year from the date of final or disposal of that matter, or the 72 months, that is 6 years from the date of final disposal of such matter, which varies later. That means, friend, in any case, you need to maintain the details of such revision or appeal till the 6 year from the date of final revision. After 6 years, it may be time barred and officers may not ask for any details, but you are specifically told to maintain such details till the end of 6 years from the date of disposal of that matter finally. Now friend, this is all about the chapter number 8, that is accounts and other records. Now there are certain rules also which needs to be read along with these sections. Now what are these rules about? Rule 56 to 58 prescribe certain other documents which a registered person needs to maintain. Friends, what are the list of those documents? As per Rule 56, it has been stated that apart from the documents which has been maintained under section 35 subsection 1, the registered person also needs to maintain the documents and details of any import which has been undertaken by him, the details of export which he had made during that particular period, the details of stock register with the closing balance, opening balance, the goods received during the year, goods sold during the year, the details of any advance which he has been received, which the registered person has received toward the supply or toward the services, that needs to be maintained. In case the registered person is executing a works contract, then the name of the person on behalf of whom such works contract has been executed, the name of supplier from whom the registered person have received the goods in order to perform the work contract, the name of the person to whom he is supplying the goods in execution of the works contract, and other details as may be prescribed under the rules. Rule 57 prescribes the generation and maintenance of electronic records, in which it has been prescribed that all the details which needs to be maintained should be in electronic form, and it should be maintained, and there should be a proper backup of all the records, as in case of any destructions or in case of any genuine calamity, that is any natural calamity, all the details and records can be restored again and can be provided to the officer as and when required. It has been also further stated that in case all the details are maintained in an electronic form, then as and when asked by the officer, that is as on demand, the assessee, that is a registered person, should also give all the details of all files, including the password or any tax codes or explanation to codes if used in such electronic form, to the officer so as to perform his audit. Rule 58 prescribes the details to be maintained by the owner or the operator of the godown or the warehouse and the transporter. So where the owner of the godown or the warehouse or the transporter is a non-registered person, so there is a specific facility, they have to go to a common portal and file an application in GST form ENR 1. For filling the form, they will get an enrollment number in which they will have to maintain all the details of the transporter, all the details from whom the material has been received and stored in a godown. All the details should be stored in such a manner so it may be identified item wise or owner wise. These complete the total chapter of maintenance of accounts and records by the registered person. I hope you like this video very much. Thank you for watching. Thanks a lot, friends.